Hello, my name is Aline, and through this video my co-workers and I will be explaining to them the solution of a logistical problem of a transnational company. For educational purpose, the company chose was L'Oréal Mexico, a French cosmetics and beauty company. The project is focused in one of the 4 divisions of the company, L'Oréal Active Cosmetics. The brand's portfolio is composed of 6 brands originating from France and United States. Previous situation. L'Oréal company has 4 divisions, DPGP, DCA, DLL and DPP. After the COVID-19 pandemic, certain divisions were not affected because their distribution channels were maintained, but the DCA or Active Cosmetics divisions what is in charge of distributing products such as Vichy, La Roche-Posay, and among other dermocosmetics products that especially is sold in pharmacies. Sales were affected because DCA divisions didn't have their own e-commerce page, so they began by introducing the products to platforms such as Amazon, Mercado Libre, and among others. Sometime later, it was decided to develop its own platform in order to make deliveries to the end customer, since it brings them benefits such as better inventory control, customer service, and cost reduction. For deliveries, L'Oréal chose Estafeta, but this logistics service company is only responsible for making deliveries to customers, so the company L'Oréal incurred the problem of returning the products and or exchange for one or more other customer reasons. Estafeta only makes deliveries but doesn't handle reverse logistics, which has caused a customer service problem, and the supply department has the task of solving this problem. The current logistic route is the following. The product from France or the United States arrives at Centrex, the distribution center located at Cuautitlán Izcalli, Estado de Mexico, and after, when the customer places the order, it is collected by Estafeta and taken to a delivery station. After, the product is taken to an exchange point for last mile delivery. The problem is clear. So, the logistic strategy is incorporation of reverse logistics in the supply chain. For this, L'Oréal has to implement the most appropriate reverse logistic. Once the return logistics are done, the product must be placed in a specific area where returns are received at Centrex, and thus continue with the treatment of the product according to their status.
The new expected situation, once the strategy has been implemented, will be resumed in 5 easy steps. Step 1. The consumer buys a L'Oréal's product from the e-commerce platform. Step 2. The consumer receives at home the package, and for one reason he decides to communicate with a L'Oréal assistant to return the package to the retailer. That could be because the product was damaged, wrong, or there was a delay in arrival, or just because he changed his mind. Step 3. The shipper collects, separates, and stores the product. Step 4. The product returned to the Centrex L'Oréal Logistics Park, which is the distribution center where, in principle, the products from the national production plants or those that are imported. Step 5. After the products arrive at the logistics park, L'Oréal delivers them back to the processing return unit, and there's the company decides to destroy, donate, or reutilize in stock for a new sale. So, with this strategy, we expect that the company produces cost reductions, add efficiencies, and improve the consumer experience. Also to streamline repair, return, and product relocation processes.
Well, now to get into the matter and be more specific with the strategy that we are suggesting, and with the help of this image, I will explain you what the reverse logistic is about. Well, this strategy consists in the process of planning, execution, and control in an effective and efficient way of the flow of raw materials, inventory process, finished products, and related information, from the point of consumption to the region. All of this with the final objective of recovering value, or if it's the case, the correct removal of or elimination. So the idea here is to reduce what is used to make a product, reuse components that can be recovered for as long as possible, and at the end of its life, recycle that product to get the most out of it. Reverse logistics bring a series of advantages and opportunities for companies that implement it correctly. But in a moment, my partner Isaac will be more specific with the advantages. I will focus on companies that part of their success has been thanks to this strategy. Normally, these companies recognize the value of reverse logistics and, instead of seeing it as an expense, they see it as a long-term investment. Old, broken, and unwanted products are an area of opportunity. I didn't find a better example of success than Apple. Apple has managed to implement a successful reverse logistics systems. This company makes iPhones and other products and sells them in various stores around the world. Consumers buy cell phones and enjoy the product until they want to exchange it for a new one. Then, when consumers return to the store to purchase the latest model, they offer consumers discounts if they deliver their old product. Then Apple collects the old models and takes them to their factories. This process allows them to use old model parts in their new products, helping them to be more environmentally friendly and save money on production costs. Thanks to this, they have won the loyalty of their customers, and also, according to a Greenpeace report, which analyzes what the leading technologies are doing to address their environmental impact, Apple received one of the best scores. So this is what we want. 3 things that I have mentioned before. Save money on production cost, won the loyalty of their customers, and finally, have a positive environmental impact. Well, we plan to complete the implementation of this strategy in a month. There are some administrative tasks that doesn't need more than a couple days, but activities such as searching and optimizing routes or warehouses will take longer. As you can see in this Gantt chart, we have 5 phases. We start with defining the current logistics situation of the company, then identify and define the necessary steps for your direct logistics to complement the inverse. These 2 phases will take 3 days. Then in the phase 3, we have to identify and optimize the current reverse logistics processes and routes. This phase will take approx almost 2 weeks. Then in the phase 4, we have to make the return process as easy as we can, creating a clear return policy. And finally, in the phase 5, we have to find distribution centers and warehouses to manage reverse logistics. We have to study and decide on the return and collection centers and define the locations.
So, what will be the benefit that L'Oréal can obtain from adopting this strategy? Generally, it will help by offering this new sophisticated return service for its consumers in the most effective way possible. Well, specifically, the enterprise will obtain qualitative and quantitative benefits like significantly reduce administrative, transportation, and aftermarket support costs. There will be more organized. Increased velocity on its returns operation system. Increased service market share from the competitors because there will be more satisfied clients. Greater customer service and higher retention levels. That traducing increased loyalty and of course more sales. Higher achievement of sustainability goals. Also, with the right technology in place for reverse logistic process management will improve reverse supply chain visibility, increase productivity, and greater responsiveness to customers. Also, offer transparency in supply chain operations across your network, and automatic consolidation of data from partners and systems. So, each benefit will be measured with the key performance indicators that the company decides to apply for each aspect. Some KPIs examples are the purchase order lead time, transportation cost over sales, unit cost of storage, inventory rotation, etc. It will depend on how L'Oréal will want to measure this data.
Talking about investment, in the case L'Oréal offers free devolution, they need to come to an agreement in which they agree on the amount to be paid to the delivery company that will take care of the collecting and the returns and taking the orders back to the distribution center. And this means make an investment while L'Oreal is working with the delivery company. It can be an amount of each devolution or a specific quantity of prepaid devolutions. This strategy is going to improve the customer satisfaction, and L'Oreal having its own online stores means not paying commission to Mercado Libre, Amazon, etc., and offer better prices to the customer, and the only extra cost could be the reverse logistics in the case of devolutions. L'Oreal will see good results in the first months after applying this strategy due to an unexpected increase in the sales. L'Oreal, by deciding to take over the online sales on its own website, is taking the step that is the most important for all the companies nowadays. To have the direct sale with the end customer, we ensure to give the quality service, efficiency, and customer satisfaction. The reverse logistics will help us to give the service of devolutions to the customer and to optimize the time in which the product arrives at our distribution center to see what is going to be done with the product. After doing this strategy, we hope that the expected results will be obtained and L'Oreal can solve the promise that we set.
The development of this logistic proposal was achieved thanks to the knowledge learned throughout this semester, in which we saw important issues for international trade, such as packaging, the preparation of the invoice, the responsibilities assigned according to the chosen Incoterm, important documentation, among others. The classes, the team activities, and the work done were a great help for our learning. This will allow us to perform as trained professionals in our working life.